everybody, James here. Well, needless to say, it's been a while since I've last done a proper video, so I thought, why not start one now? So, ta-da! But in all seriousness, it has been quite a few months since I've last done a good video. Depends on your definition of good whenever it comes to my channel, but I just want to do this vlog just as another update, because on my channel, updates are the main thing I always do. So, ta-da! By the way, if you hear noises in the background, it's just family and stuff. So, basically, what's been going on? Quite a bit, actually, recently anyway. If you haven't been watching some of my previous videos, mostly from this year, about since we've been here in Australia, you might notice that something's a little bit different, and that's because I'm actually in a different room, because about 2 months ago, our aunt came to stay out with us for 4 weeks, and as a result, my room, which you saw in the videos, was probably one of the biggest, was the biggest room in the house, whereas the room I'm currently in now used to be my sister's room. So rather than be super complicated about the whole issue, we put forward the idea that me and my sister would swap rooms. She would have the much bigger room, I would have the smaller one. Which is fine by me, because this room as it is, I'm perfectly used to. So I'm really happy about that. So our aunt stayed with us for about 4 weeks. Then the Monday she left, 2 days later, our cousin arrived to stay with us. She plans to be with us for about a year, so she and my sister are currently living across the hall, and I'm still in here. Again, I have no issue with this. I find it a great room. I'm used to a room this size, and it actually is pretty good. Have all my stuff organised. I use the word organised very loosely, of course, but for the most part, I'm getting on really, really well. I've been in here for a few months now. So yeah. So what have I been doing? I'm actually really happy to announce that over the last week, I've been working really hard on my first ever commissioned custom by my good friend Dreadwing2020Jr. Actually, before I get into the custom, I want to talk about Dreadwing for a moment. Now, for those of you who know of him, you'll know that his username used to be Dreadwing2020. However, at the beginning of this month, December, he awoke one morning to find that his channel had, for some reason, been taken down. Now, who knows who did it? Honestly, I have no idea either, but Dreadwing assumes that his channel was hacked and someone deleted it. So thankfully, he has managed to get back on his feet, and he started up a brand new YouTube channel of his own. He started up a brand new YouTube channel, basically slightly tweaked by, in terms of the name, Dreadwing2029 now. So, I'm just really glad that Dreadwing's able to be back on his feet and making videos as always. At the moment, now he used to have about 500 subscribers on his 2020 channel. However, at the moment he has about 30. Now I just actually want to use this as both an opportunity to give a shout out to him, but then as an opportunity as you, the viewer, if you have a YouTube channel, to please subscribe to him, because Dreadwing is a great guy. He's very creative, he's funny, he does really good reviews, and as a result, he is a good guy. And what happened to him, I don't think in any way he deserved it. So as a result, please go over, show some love, subscribe to the guy, please, just a big please. So yeah. But then back to the custom story. Dreadwing actually posted a photo on his Facebook page showing that he actually had bought a second Predaking from Transformers Prime, saying that he completely forgot that he had it. Now, as soon as I saw the photo, I thought I would go for the opportunity. So I messaged him asking if he would both like me to do and allow me to do a commissioned custom form. And it was actually within the week that the figure arrived at my doorstep. So needless to say, it was probably the quickest negotiation I've ever had with anyone. So I'm really glad to say that over the last week I've been working super hard on it. Honestly, if I had to give it a percentage of how far I'm along, I think I'm anywhere between 65 and 75% done, although there's no guarantees on that, at least on the 75% part, but I am very close to getting finished, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, can't really think of anything else at the moment. I think it's best to give you a tour of the new room. So yeah, actually just on that note, the Predaking you see here isn't Dreadwing's. This is actually my own. I'm just using. I've kept this out as to keep it a little bit of a template, as well as to show off, you know, a cool pose, if you will. So I know some people might see this as me toying with Dreadwing, but honestly, I'm just using this. I'm just keeping this here as a reference for, you know, future custom and stuff. In fact, right here, I'm actually quite proud of these. These are 3 cork boards that I've put up. This one over here has 2 photos of my photography art class back whenever I was in Northern Ireland. That was the day we went on a trip to Dublin. It was a great bunch of people. Honoured to have met them. Really sad to have left them though. So, takeaway pizza place because pizza. And yeah, then on this one, on this one we have my calendar for the year. Actually, just on that note, in Sydney we live in an area called the Northern Beaches, and more specifically, we live close to an area called Manly, and as a result, on one side of Manly is this is the Corso, as it's called. So, yeah. Actually, fantastic place. If you're ever in Sydney, be sure to give this a look. Plenty of shops, plenty of restaurants. You name it. There's a good chance to have it. So, fantastic place. Again, it's for next year because obviousness. But then in this middle corkboard, I actually have all of my art stuff. This is what I would turn to for references and stuff. This is actually a small news article that was in the local paper. My mom gave it to me so I could use it as a reference for some stuff if I wanted to. So, you know, it's always good to have inspiration. Then, as you can tell from the box artwork, I got Age of Extinction Lockdown. It's actually over there in that far corner. You can't see it, but it's over there. I'm using that as a reference because not only does this give me an opportunity to look at a lot of the small details, but especially in terms of small details, it gives me an opportunity to look at the scar running down the left-hand side of his face, to which the figure itself doesn't have. So it's always important for an artist to have a ton of stuff, a template to work off. So that's my template right there. So yeah. Now, in terms of other stuff around here, we have my laptop with the Avengers Age of Ultron poster on it. I have to say this, I cannot wait for next year's Avengers movie. It looks so cool. And most importantly is, I'm actually getting the Lego Age of Ultron sets because a lot of it looks really cool. I think I'm mostly getting it because of the Iron Man figures. But no, it definitely does look really cool, and I really do hope to get it. So yeah, now in terms of this other stuff, I'll get over there in just a moment. This is all of my art stuff for the moment. My paintbrushes, sharp knife, or sculpting knife, I guess. All of the paints that I've been using so far. Sellotape for masking stuff, which is actually... Oh, out. Sorry, not on, which is actually, sorry, on Predaking's leg, who's actually in that box over there. So, keys, screwdrivers, my both clamp kit as well as magnifying glass. Just down the camera for a moment. Sorry about this. Basically, actually alongside the magnifying kit is some of the other stuff for Dreadwing's Predaking. I don't want to show it, obviously, because I'll be spoiling it, but in this box here is actually a lot of stuff that I want to get painted before Christmas, before the Christmas holidays are out. A lot of small, minor stuff, like a mostly complete Autobot Matrix of Leadership. Was it? I actually really do. Hold on. Was it? Sorry. I must say I really do love the detail I've done thus far. I especially love the handles. I worked really hard on that, and I really love what I've done. Just need to paint the silver of it, center of it, gold. Sorry, and that's me done with it. Hopefully. Then the little horns on Dreadwing's Predaking. All I have to do is paint these in orange. Okay. A couple of other things. I actually want to paint these swords that I got with my Blitzwing set and actually give them to Lockdown, because he had swords in the movie but not with the figure. So I want to do a little bit of work on those. And then in terms of Predaking's swords, or blades if you will, basically here's how it works out. This is my own, and then this is Dreadwing's. I've worked really hard on this one over this last little while. I think I've done really well in terms of replicating what I've done. All I have to do is put some more gold detail on this maybe, and that'll be it, more or less ready to go. Put that back in there. Then I actually want to focus on Age of Extinction Slug here for a moment. You might notice that I've done this with him, taking one of his, I suppose, blades and sticking it into his arm. I actually noticed in an Age of Extinction clip, it was whenever the Dinobots were charging across the bridge, over the Hong Kong bridge, and Grimlock transformed. Actually, look at me for a sec. I actually noticed that both Scorn and Slug transformed in the same clip. You can mainly see Slug besides Grimlock. However, I noticed that when Slug was transforming, he actually shot his arm out like that, and as he shot it out, the blade then extended out with it. So I actually wanted to see if I could replicate the process, and oddly enough I was actually able to. So just as a little bit of a how-to, well, sorry, I don't know why I do half of this, but just put the camera here for a moment. Basically, this is how I did it. Just move that for a sec. Okay, so starting off with his arm, you're basically going to transform it so as to, if you were you're basically going to transform this as though you were converting him into beast mode. So you basically fold out this panel, fold the arm or the hand in, and you'd basically angle this back because this will help you later. Then you take the blade. You can actually angle it either way you want. I'm just going to do it with this section pointing downwards, and then you're going to slot it into the arm like that. It doesn't have any holding place, but that'll change in a moment. What you then do is you push this panel the rest of the way in. You can fix up the blade if you want to, and there you have it. Slug has a giant blade extending out of his arm. I was actually quite amazed that I never noticed it before, or how simple it was to get this done. So, yeah, I'm really happy I got that sorted out. And so we begin the process of looking about once more. This is actually a huge lamp that my dad got me because the little white lamp you see over there, it used to sit on this table, but it wasn't giving off enough light. So my dad got me this, and it's been doing a great job since. So just moving along. Actually, this is, I can't believe I'm showing this, but you know, you have the chair, obviously. You've my stupid makeshift bin. Full of trash and garbage and all in that one, and then all of this recyclable paper and cardboard. Actually, just when I noticed it, this is one of the templates I was using for Pretty King. It's actually the box artwork from his box, so although it doesn't have a lot of detail on it in comparison to the show's version, but I would highly recommend that you would still use this as a reference, because it can help you when doing your own customs. So it at least gives you a bit of a broader understanding and a few better ideas. So going through here, a few things up there. This is the box that has Dreadwing stuff in it. 2 figures that I'm planning to get rid of, as well as Pretty King. Again, I don't want to show Pretty King or the Dreadwing's Pretty King, because it would just be ruining what I've, you know, it would be kind of spoiling it for him. So yeah, I'll show it in a photo sometime soon. So on this shelf, you know, bunch of loose stuff, Transformers parts, a couple of things. This box actually has a lot of the stuff I want to paint, Lego pieces, and then this box is just full of Transformers stuff I want to get customized. Quite a bit in there, actually. I think about 3 figures have been actually 4 figures are in there. 3 of them have been broken up for you know, into their individual parts. This one here actually has a ton of weaponry and spare parts, so I'm going to get that done soon. Just stuff that back in there. All this stuff. This is a book I need to read for my English class very soon. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Very odd title, but I'm sure it might be a good book. My quote-unquote secret stash. Don't tell my sister. Shh. Just kidding, of course, but you know, outside of that, it's nothing much. Drawers of stuff. And then my Transformers, at long last. On the top shelf is all of my Age of Extinction stuff. I actually got Age of Extinction Slog not long ago, because he's beefy, he's bulky, and he's just a giant brute who I think more or less tops off my Age of Extinction Dinobot collection. Metal shelf, we have all of my Transformers Prime stuff, as well as my 2 oldest Transformers figures. You know, sentimental value, of course. On this shelf we have my Decepticons. Actually, here's Lockdown. I have to say this, I know that some parts of Lockdown might not be all that great, but I have to say this, his vehicle mode perfectly replicates that of the Lamborghini Aventador. It is absolutely fantastic in its sculpting, scale, and everything. I know many people have been put off by the robot mode, but it's still a good figure nonetheless. So, definitely give that one a thumbs up. Bunch of Lego stuff, few Iron Man figures. Actually, that's a Lamborghini Aventador model that I have right there. Lockdown's vehicle mode is actually perfect scale with that one, so props to that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, wow. Well, this is the end of the video. At long last, I know you're guessing. But I just want to say this. Now, next week, which is going to be the last week of 2014, and you'll be hearing a lot of this, you know, top 10 best of the year stuff. Obviously, with a lot of stuff, TV, internet, you know, YouTubers, you name it. I'm actually going to be doing a few of my own top 10 things next week, including my top 10 figures of 2014 in terms of Transformers figures, of course. But yeah. So expect that next week, and I just want to say, because Christmas Day is fast approaching, I just want to say, you know, Merry Christmas to everybody. You know, peace be with everyone, and you know, some of this I am making up, but to be legitimate for all but a moment, you know, I do want to thank everyone who has stuck around with me this year. I know that I have lost quite a few subscribers this year, and honestly, I don't blame any of you. I was virtually non-existent on my own channel. You know, no videos, no updates, nothing. Unless you followed me on Facebook, I almost didn't exist on the internet. But no, but again, I want to thank everyone who stuck with me this year. I want to thank everyone who's been there for me, my friends, you know, my family, you know, and in particular, I want to give a big shout out to Jack the Animator and Dreadwing2029. You know, great friends who have been there in good times and bad, shared laughs and everything. You know, you guys are awesome. There's absolutely no denying it, and I can't hide it any longer. You guys are awesome, and you deserve every last little bit of love you can get. So, thumbs up to you guys. And so, this is my last video before Christmas. It won't be the last video of the year, you'll be glad to hear, of course. But until next time, take care everybody, and Merry Christmas.